Hey traders, today we are gonna try out a new scalping strategy which I found from someone else, and we're just gonna try it out 100 times and see what the results are. We are gonna do it on the 5-minute chart, so let's add the indicators. So we are gonna need the 2 EMAs, so press it twice. And we are gonna need a market cipher, but not the paid one, but you're gonna use the free one. That's the Vumanchu cipher B plus divergence. We don't really need the divergence. We can spot them ourselves, but yeah, it's up to you if you want to leave it on or not. I normally prefer to check themselves out, but you can learn a lot from these if the line is drawn, so you can spot the divergence. So it's bearish here because the price goes higher, but the trend wave is going lower. That is why it's a bearish divergence. But okay, let's change some settings of this because there's a lot of information here and we are definitely not going to use everything about it. We are mostly interested in the wave trend or trend wave, whatever you want to call it. So if you press twice somewhere on the line or on this text, you can change the settings. Let me see, what do we want to turn off? We want to turn off the divergences. We don't need the money flow index. Oh wait, we want the money flow index, by the way. Not that one. RSI, stochastic, we don't need that. And we want to turn off another thing. Which one is it? Oh, this one. So this is way more clear. So this red bar and the green bar, it's the same as a bar underneath it, but this is just the money flow index. If it's above the 0, it's bullish, it's green, and if it's below the 0, it's bearish. And this is just the current wave trend, and when these dots appear, that is where a cross appears on the 2 wave trends, on the dark blue and the light blue one. So this one here, the light blue crosses underneath the dark blue one, so this is a bearish signal. That is mainly what we are looking for, by the way. Let's change the EMA to a 50 and a 200 one. So change the settings, length 200. I always make the 200 red and a bit thicker, like we like it. And the other one, we are gonna make a 50. Blue is fine, but a bit thicker is more clear. So it might be me, but I have a pretty decent and fast PC. But when I add the Vumanchu indicator, it's like it has a memory leak or something. It's starting to lag a lot, but that doesn't stop us from trading. But yeah, it doesn't look smooth at all. And when I refresh the page, let me do that. It's instantly quick again, but over a time, it stops. It starts lagging. But I hope some of you can explain why that is. But yeah, I didn't remember the EMA, by the way, so I'm gonna do it back again quickly. So if you have the same problem, it's not you, it's probably the indicator, but I only have it on that one, so I think it's because of this indicator. So yeah, let me show you some bullish momentums and where we would take a trade. So right here you see a uptrend because we are above the 200 EMA. The 200 EMA is the red line. And what we want to see is that the price goes below the 50 EMA. And when in market cipher or Vumanchu, it's the same thing. I'm gonna call it with the wrong name a lot because it's literally the same, only this is the free version. When you are underneath the 50 EMA and you go back up and you see a green dot, that means we had a crossover on a bullish direction. and you are underneath the 0 line with the wave trend, then we take the next candle as a long position. So only long above the 200 EMA. The price needs to go underneath the 50 EMA and go back up. Then when we have a green dot on Vumanchu, that is where we take a long position. I always use 1.5 risk reward. You can do it on 2 risk reward, 1.3. It's whatever you want. I'm gonna back test it on 1.5 just so you know. I really like that ratio. It's yeah, it's decent. When you have the best signals, it's most of the time after a golden cross of the 50 and the 200 EMA. So it's best to always trade right after this cross. And same as a death cross when the blue line goes underneath the red line. So you can take a few entries here. Here is one as well. The price goes underneath the 50 EMA. It goes back up and we get a green dot. And you are underneath the 0 line. So this is where we take a long position. So the money flow is here also in the green. And that is also quite important. You have a better signal if the money flow is also green. The money flow is on the bar underneath exactly the same. So on this green dot, the money flow is green. You have a bullish signal here. It's underneath the 0 line and it just went above the 50 EMA. So this is a clear entry for us. So where would we enter on the next candle? Where do we place our stop loss? Well, normally you just check for what would be a decent point of support and just go a bit below that. Sometimes it's on the 200 EMA, sometimes it's on the a bit of a swing low. This is a swing low where I'm looking at this one, so I would drag a line and go just a bit below it. And what do I do? Times 1.5. So like this. This is how my trade would look like. Let me find a bearish one for you. So, and this is the bearish and the sell scenario. Let me remove drawings. Okay, right here you have a death cross. The blue line crosses underneath the red line. After that, the 200 EMA got tested and it got rejected instantly. Right here, the red candle closes and we get a bearish indication with a red dot here that we should take a short position. Money flows in the red. Everything is telling us, hey, go short. So what we would do is take the short position on this candle, stop loss above the last swing high, because we are taking a short, and do it times 1.5. So this one would hit. This is not especially cherry picked, by the way. This is the last, the live Bitcoin stuff, chart, difficult words. Okay, next one. Right here we have exactly the same. The 200 EMA got tested again, got rejected. And on this candle, right here, we have a red dot, money flows in the red. It's still on the bullish pattern. So we can take a short position on the next candle if it closes outside it. So where we should take a short position would be here. Last swing high times 1.5. And that will be a hit as well. Right here, same again. We are here on the upside above the 0. So this is a legit entry. The money flows in the red. Take the next candle. Place it on the last swing high. Do times 1.5. As you can see, it went all the way down. What you could always do, oh, my dog is sleeping, you can hear him maybe. But you can always move your stop loss into the profit and increase your profit target. So you can always take some profit out and, you know, scalp more of your profit. So you can get out when it goes back. but for testing purpose, we only do times 1.5. And this is how I'm going to backtest 100 times. I hope it's you understood it. I really like this indicator. It's pretty clear what to do, and it's live. It doesn't have a delay or anything. So yeah, I would recommend this indicator, but I'll come back with you with the results. So see you in a minute. So I've done 100 times testing with it, and we had a win rate. We had 68 wins, with a take profit of 1.5% and a stop loss of 1%. Well, I have a risk reward of 1.5, but to show how my win percentage is, I do 1.5 and 1 stop loss. If you had a starting balance of 1,000 and we did 100 trades, what I did as backtesting, and we did just with one leverage, just spot trading. We did it on Binance, we would have had $636 in profit. And if we would have done it on BYBIT, we would have made $1,030, which is way more than Binance. That is purely because of the fees you pay on Binance. If you use limit order on BYBIT, it saves you money, you get money for it. So that is why, especially when I'm scalping, I always use BYBIT and not Binance. If you don't have a BYBIT account yet, please use our code in the description. You also get a bonus from it, and you help us a lot with it. So yeah, if you would have used 10 leverage, you would have made 54k in profit. But yeah, leverage is scary. Please only use it when you know what exactly what you're doing, because you can liquidate yourself and you lose all your money. So always keep in mind to be safe with leverage. Yeah, this is a great free indicator. I would recommend this indicator almost above everything else. What is also a good one are 3 EMAs. That's going to be my first video, and the MACD histogram is also a really good one. But I don't know. I think for me personally, this is the best one yet. I think this one is right a lot of times. So you always have to keep in mind the money flow index. That one is really important. If you want to take a long position, please make sure that the money flow index is in the green, and for shorting it is in the red. That's really important. That's why I lost a few trades on my back testing, because I thought, yeah, well, maybe this is gonna work out, but it didn't. And that's purely probably because of the money flow index is not on the correct side. So yeah, please, if you liked the video, like the video, and if you want to see more of our content, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.